वाञ्छाकल्पतरूपश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण माता जी,
Hare
थैंक यू।
Krishna, Hare Krishna. Once again, I thank all of you for joining this session on behalf of ISKCON Mangaluru Kulai Temple and Naminishta Prabhu, and paying our obeisances under the lotus feet of Radha Govinda. We start this session. Okay, Hare Krishna. Now, one question to start with. Where did we finish, and why is Arjuna asking this question? We finished in this question yesterday, right? Sthita Prajna ka
Yes.
ka bhasha. How do they walk? How do they talk? With whom do they sit? All those things. Why did he ask this question? What made him, what triggered him to ask this question? Hare Krishna. See the last verse. The last verse, last word you see? Yogam avapsyasi. So what is yogam avapsyasi? They have achieved self-realization. Okay. So Arjuna wants to know, how do I identify? How can I identify those people who are self-realized, who have achieved self-realization? Okay. So remember this phrase, yogam avapsyasi. So they are known as sthita prajna. Another name for a person who always live in Krishna consciousness, who always think of Krishna in all his action. Krishna is the center. Okay? That person is Sthita Prajna. Sthita Prajna means the most perfected Buddhi Yogi. Okay, so that is why he wants to, when Krishna told, they all are self-realized. Then this triggered Arjuna to ask this question. Okay, Krishna, you are telling they are Sthita Prajna. They are the perfect Buddhi Yogis. At least you tell me how I can identify them so that I can follow them. If I can identify them, I will be able to understand, oh, these are the self-realized yogis. I need to follow them. I can develop association with them. So can you kindly tell me? So this is a very important question. 3 questions Arjuna is asking, right? Sthita Prajna ka bhasha. Okay, how do they talk? What do they talk? What is their language? Okay. Second, how do they sit? Kim asit and kim prabhashet, kim asit, kim vrajeta. How do they walk? Okay, Hare Krishna. So, how do they talk? How do they walk? And how do they sit? So, what is meant by how do they talk? How do they talk tells us about their characteristics. How do they talk also tells us, it means when others talk something very good about them or bad about them, how do they react? Are you able to understand? See, when other people are telling us all good, we may be nicely hearing yes. The moment they start with, yesterday we saw some examples also, like that Rasgulla. All the time you make very good Mataji, but this time, the moment that this time but comes, no, they keep waiting. Now one but is going to come. So that time, how do they react? If they are equal, both, whether praising or condemning, absolutely no difference in them. That shows that Vaka Bhasha, how do they react? What language do they speak? That's the exact meaning, right? Here, language means, are they equipoised both in happiness and distress? Okay, that is their characteristic. So, first 2 shloka. Okay, well, second one, sit. What is when we sit? How do they sit means, see, the real self is the soul. The real self, the real I is the soul, not my body. So, how this real soul is seated in my heart? In the sense, this deham, this dehi, the person who is sitting inside this deham, dehi knows mean yata dehe, right? So that Dehi, the real self, how it is controlling the senses. So that means how it is seated means how the soul is seated in this body, which has got basically 11 senses. Okay, the basic 11 senses are the sense organs, 5 sense organs and 5 karmendriya, 5 jnanendriya, plus the mind. That is also very important. So the 11 indriya. But I told in the beginning, when the Mahatattva takes place, 16 of these ingredients are put into that. That is including the Panchamahabhuta, because the body has to be created, no? So including Panchamahabhuta. Panchamahabhuta, Panchakarmendriya, Panchajnanendriya, and the mind. Okay, so Kima Asit. Asit means we all know how is it seated. How the soul is seated in this body, which has got great enemies for our spiritual practice. They are the senses and the sense object. They are our enemies. Unless and until we come to this perfection, they are our enemies. They only pull us away from the spirituality. Okay, the real I, the ego. That's why we say false ego, we say no, man buddhi ahankar. That ahankar is known as false ego. Okay, then Brajeta Kim. How does he walk? What is the meaning of walk? With whom he associates. Is he living separately, isolated in Himalayas? Or is he living in devotees association? Where does he where does he generally walk means with whom does he associate? Okay, so remember very well. Bhasha means his characteristics. Kima Asit means controlling the 5 senses, 6 senses rather, sorry. And then Vrajeta Kim. Where is he associated with? Whether associated or isolated. Hare Krishna. So now the answers are so beautiful. Okay. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Who wants to read fast? Go ahead. One verse. You all can take turn and go.
Mataji, I said?
Yeah. Please go ahead, Prabhuji.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parth manogatan atmanyavatmana tushta sthit pragyast dochyate.
Sthita prajna. So, question was, how do I identify these sthita prajnas? So, who are sthita prajnas? Who are entirely self-realized souls. What is meant by self-realized souls? The souls are liberated. That means those souls are not bound by our material activities. Meaning what? With those people who do not perform any material activities, those people who always think about the Lord, those who perform only akarmic activities which do not bind them at all, they are in the liberated stage. So he is asking, Prajagati Kaman, how they see, actually the purification comes with the purification of the heart. Till the purification of the heart does not take place, like so many examples we have, no, Vishwamitra Muni, Bharat Maharaj, Shaubari Muni, right? We'll see the stories also, don't worry, but just to start with. So all these people, like how far their heart is purified. So that is very, very important. Prabhuji translation also.
Okay, Mata. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O Partha, when a man gives up all varieties of desire for sense gratification, which arise from mental concoction, and when his mind, thus purified, finds satisfaction in the self alone, then he is said to be in the pure transcendental consciousness.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Why Krishna is telling you have to understand this very well. This which arise from mental concoction. Okay, because Arjuna is in mental concoction. That is the reason he is telling, he told you, remember, if there is no enjoyment at all, even if I win this war, with whom will I share the enjoyment? See, if you all are going for this, vacations are going on, you all may go somewhere for vacation, any vacation destination. After coming back, you will talk about that for at least minimum 2-3 days, right? And maybe how many friends you are seeing, everybody, people will call and ask you, how was your holidays? We feel so much satisfied and happy in describing the events. So here also Arjuna is thinking mental concoction is, oh, even if I win, what can I do? There will be nobody to share my enjoyment. So Krishna wants to give a punch on his face only, right? So Krishna is telling, you see, Arjuna, till that time you give up this varieties of desire for sense gratification. So that is why he is saying this one. Okay, till the mind is purified. Purification of heart is very, very, very important. Day before in the Bhagavatam class it was happening. Mataji was asking. Generally, no, our Prabhu was also there. Yes. No, today he is not there. Okay, Lakshman Prabhu. He was also in the class. Mataji was asking in the Sadachar class, what is meant by purification, internal and external. But in ISKCON we talk about another purification. What is that purification? That is very important in ISKCON. Okay, mind purification also can take place. The more we keep chanting, Krishna will, Dunauti Shamalam Krishna, he cleans it. But the heart, purification of heart, that is very, very important. So when the purification takes place, then only finds satisfaction in the self alone. So what is when I find satisfaction in the self alone? I'm happy with myself. I'm not bothered what the other person is telling about me. Whatever he says, what I'm going to answer. So I told in the beginning, you remember? Bhasha. Bhasha means what did I say? What others tell, whether good or bad about us, be equipoised. So are you able to connect it now? So that I am happy in my soul means anybody. There's a very, very beautiful verse. I forgot the verse number. It should be somewhere around 12.15 or 16. Yasmano dvijate loko, lokano dvijate chayaha, harsha marshabayo dvegair, yome bhakta same priyaha. Krishna tells, these people are very dear to me. Who are they? Yasmano dvijate loko, loka, in this world, whoever talks whatever about me, I am not bothered. Yasmano dvijate loko, lokano dvijate chayaha. What I am going to tell them or talk about them or defend them or I am going to approve it, nothing. Whatever whoever talks. There is generally, Prabhupada used to tell, jokingly in one of a few of his conversation, he has told, अरे पूरी जिंदगी लोग क्या सोचेंगे में ही निकाल दोगे तो अपने बारे में सोचने का टाइम ही नहीं मिलेगा. Right? Log kya kahenge? There's a this thing also, no? There is somebody's song also. Log kya kahenge? I think some Mukesh song something is there. So if we are bothered about what will others tell us, we will never have time to think about what we think about ourselves, what we want to do, what we want to achieve. Isn't it? So this is that I think you find out the verse number later, okay? Yasmano dvijate loko. Krishna says, Harsha in happiness also, in distress also. Who are occupied? What others talk about me? Immaterial for me. Those people are very, very dear to me, he says in the 12th chapter, towards the end. Okay, so I hope you understood this. So, and artificially we can't do it. Artificially we try to do, that is the what is it? Karmakandi sannyasis are there, no? With a kamandala in his hand, phone like this, and one kamandalam here and one beedi here. Those sannyasis. There are so many. Falgu vairagis. They are not yukta vairagis. They externally they renounce everything, but internally their heart is not at all purified. So this work can never be done. What do you call that? Artificially, we can't show. See, actually, it shows the detachment. I am detached with not only paisa, tanman, no, but to the words also I should be detached. Whatever the other man wants to say. See, you won't believe that I told no, we are going to Pandharipur tomorrow. Though that Pune is flooding, Pandharipur is flooding. My husband is bent upon, shouting at me to cancel the ticket. What I'm trying to do, I'm remembering these things only. Oh Krishna, give me the, I should not even pay any attention to him. Take from here, leave it here. I should not even reply to him. Then it will burst like a volcano, right? I'm going on telling them whatever he talks, that after some time I asked, what did you say? Sorry, I was doing something. I did not even hear what you said. He said, yeah, we will see. And I tried to go away from that place so that, the volcano doesn't spar it out. So we should not bother what the other people are telling. If we bother, what will happen? What we want to do, we will not be able to do that at all. Okay, and this cannot be. This can be done by beautiful verse, next verse. Who wants to read this is also there. Next is also very, very beautiful. 2-3 verses are beautiful verses coming. Yeah, who wants to read the next verse? Go ahead. Hare Krishna.
दुःखेष्वानुद्विग्नमना सुखेषु विगता स्पृहः वितरागभयक्रोधा स्थितधीर्मुनिर् उच्यते. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Mother, read the translation of it.
One who is not disturbed in mind even amidst the threefold miseries are elated when there is a happiness, and who is free from attachment, fear and anger is called a sage of steady mind. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So Stitadir Muni, steady mind. Anything happening, nothing will bother them. So here you see, Dukkeshwanu. We all, I have been telling this since the beginning, if we are here in this world, we are here for a purpose. To achieve that purpose, what will happen? All types of miseries will taunt us, torture us, capture us, harass us. Why? Because we are in this material world. This material world is imbibed with the 3 qualities, 3 guna, 3 tapa. Satyarajatamu and 3 tapa. 3 tapa, all of you know, right? The 3 tapa, anyone wants to say fast? What are the 3 tapas which we have to go through? Okay. Shall I say? Adhyatmik, Adibhautik, Adidaivik. That Trishul we see, no?
3
that
misery.
Kali, 3, yes, Mataji. Trivida, 3 tapa. That there is a Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramartanan Devagi Paramanandam Krishna Mande Jagatkurum. One more there, na? 2 verses come, no? In the opening prayer also we say Pranataka Klesha Nashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Second line, Vasudevi. What is it? One verse we always say in the prayer, no?
Mataji, it's Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Hari Hari. Thank you so much, Mataji. Yeah. Krishnaya Vasudevaya, Hariye Paramatmane, Pranataka Klesha Nashaya, Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hari Hari Bolananya Mataji. Thank you. So, Pranataka Klesha Nashaya. We pray to Vasudeva. These, please make me equipoise in three type of klesha. So these 3 type of klesha will burn us. But how we should be? We should be elated. From when there is happiness also, don't jump. And when there is dukkha also, don't lament. So those people are free from Vita, Raga, Bhaya, Krodha. Vita means freedom. Raga means attachment. Bhaya, we know fear. Raga, attachment. Bhaya, Krodha, anger. Because these are the gates for hell. Okay, these 3. Raga, Bhaya, Dvesha, what is it? Trivida Narakasdwaram. Trivida Narakasdwaram. These 3 gates lead us to hell. So we want to avoid that, is it not? So like here, you see, I'll tell one example. Prabhupada has said in the purport, but not in this Bhagavad Gita purport, somewhere, I think, Ishopanishad or somewhere he has written. See, if the cashier, today's collection is, so many crores, you can say 5 million something, like collection. He will not jump up and down. Wow, I collected so much money. And at the same time, another day, there is no collection at all. Lot of withdrawals. He will not sit and lament, oh, today I have to give all the money. Because it does not belong to him. That money does not belong to him at all, right? So whenever there is a, banker collecting the money, he counts the money, he is totally detached. He doesn't have attachment at all to the money because that money does not belong to them at all. Same way, there is another analogy also, Srila Prabhupada said, that is the soldier fighting in the border. So many, he fought so well, so many Paramveer Chakras, so many badges, 1, 2, 3, like that, full second row also he is getting. He will not be attached to all of them. Because he did his duty at the order of his superior authority. And it will not bind them also. There is no sin for them killing at the order of their superior authority with their enemies. In fact, Krishna told in the 2nd chapter only, again one of the verse, what did he say? You are so lucky, Arjuna, for soldiers like you, Kshatriya like you, this opportunity never comes. a person fighting face to face, being a Kshatriya in the war, he will definitely reach the Devaloka. That is why we told 9 reasons why Pandava will win. That is Tekta Jivita. We said that, right? So here also Krishna is telling the same thing. A person who is equipoised in Sukham also, Dukkham also. That yesterday Mataji told the verse number. You remember 3-8, I think she said, 2 point. What was that? Sukha Dukkha Same Kritva Labha Labha Jaya 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 Ajaya. Labha Labha Sukha Dukkha. Hare Krishna. Did you understand? Okay, can we go to the next verse? Anybody else? Please go for. They are all not normal munis. It's written you here. They all are called as Titadir. These kind of munis are available once in thousands and thousands of birth after that. Vasudevam Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. It's Durlabha means very rare to get. Sudurlabha, very, very rare to get. Who are very, very rare to get? One who has surpassed the stage of mental speculation and he has come to the conclusion that Lord Krishna is everything. Vasudevam Sarvamiti. Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. They are not. Bhagnam Janma Namante. This verse is 7.19. Bhagnam Janma Namante. Gyanavan Mam Prabhatyate. Bhagunam Janma Namante. So many births. After that, we may come to this conclusion that Vasudevam Sarvamiti. I have nothing in my hand. That Atma is very, very Sudurlabha. They are Mahatmas. They are not easily available. So they are also known as fixed their mind in Krishna consciousness. Who is against Titadir Muni? Who has fixed his mind in the Krishna consciousness. Okay, Hare Krishna. Yes, next. Yes, Sarvatran Bistrehas. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes sarvatrani bisnehas tat prapya shubha nabhinadati nadveshi tasya pragna pratishtitaha. In the material world, one who is unaffected by whatever good or evil he may obtain, neither praising it nor despising it. It is firmly fixed in perfect knowledge. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hari Bol. And despising it. That means but so many examples are there in Bhagavatam. Haridas Thakur is the best example. He was beaten up in marketplaces. How much he was beaten up. He was, praying to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Oh Mahaprabhu, don't consider their action as a sin at all. Here you have taken your avatar as a mercy avatar. So please don't consider this as a sin and give these people also your mercy so that they also start chanting, glorifying your name. Since he was praying like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was preventing. When he was getting his wings at the back, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a layer, and when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed his Shadbhuja in Shiva's Thakur's house, that time he told everybody, who was that? Murari Gupta. Who Murari Gupta was standing. He said, Murari Gupta, last birth in the previous Yuga, you were Hanuman, you know that? And he told so many pastimes to him. So like that he told Haridas Thakur, you see at my back, how much whims, that marks are there? Because you are praying to me that they should not. If the whim touches your back, it will be a sin. It's a Vaishnava Aprad. So he is considered as a Vaishnava. Though he was born in a Muslim family, Yavana family, he is considered. In fact, Nityananda Prabhu, after the Shraddha ceremony, the first we call it as Vishnu, that leaf. I told that day, you remember the Shraddha, why we do and all. So we consider the Brahmana as Vishnu himself. And the first leaf, what we serve, is considered as, we invoke the mantra, and that Brahmana is considered as Vishnu. We do Shashtangam or Panchangam to them, and then we pray, oh Vishnu, whatever truti I have made, please, forgive me, and you accept this bhoga, like that we say. And that has to be given to the Brahmana only. But Nityananda Prabhu gave it to Advaita Acharya because he was a elevated Vaishnava. We saw that Shwapakecha Pandita Samadarshina Vidyamine Sampanne Brahmane Havi Hastini Shuni Chaiva also Shwapaka Pandita. Okay, dog eater, elephant and cow and the Pandita all are considered equal. So he is saying that they saw Haridas Thakur as a elevated Vaishnava. Okay, Hare Krishna. So are you able to understand? Unaffected by whatever good or evil people may say. Haridas Thakur was not at all affected by any of those things. Same thing, Shiva's Thakur you take. Shiva's Thakur, his neighbors used to put that bones and skulls, etc. in front of his home, telling the sound which is coming from his home is not Kirtan. It is like these people are doing some Devi Puja. They are, cheating the entire world, telling they are Vishnu Bhaktas. Like that, when he opens the door, all these things would be there. One day, if he doesn't fight, it shows he is immaterial about whatever is happening. Second day, third day, fourth, 5 days, they did it. Then they thought, he's a Stitadir Muni. They left to doing it. Means they wanted to blaspheme him in front of everybody, but Shiva's Thakur was immaterial about all these things. Whatever happens, let it happen. That's it. When his son died and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was doing Kirtan in the Shiva Sangan and lot of crying sound, he went inside and he told his family people, Kabardar, no one should make any noise. I don't want Mahaprabhu's Kirtan to get in a bangam, no disturbance, no hindrance to that. Don't even. So these all show these people are not affected by, okay, any of those things. Hare Krishna. Who wants to read the next one?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yada sammarate chayam kurma yoga niva sarvashaha indriyani indriyarthebhyas tasya prajna pratishtitaha. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
You read the translation, then I will show a small video. Yes, Mataji.
One who is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects, as the tortoise draws its limbs within the shell, is firmly fixed in perfect consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol, Hare Krishna. Such a wonderful analogy, right? And this tortoise, they can sense the environment. If they sense there is a danger, number one, they can walk very fast. That is also there. Though they have a very heavy body, but that's the beauty of Lord's creation. They live in the forest. So many, tiger, lion, they become prey to them. But the Lord has given self-protection. We don't admire these beauties. And the flower you see when they blossom, have you seen so beautifully one petal comes. And you see sometimes the color combinations in it. Who gave all these things? So amazing his creation is, right? Okay, just to see. So the tortoise, withdraw their senses inside. That we know that, what is that? Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahara. That is our sense. What is that? Sense. We have to withdraw our senses from the whatever we see from the material world. That is what is known as Pratyahara. Okay, you enjoy this video for a minute. 1 minute. Oh, 1 minute. 1 minute you give me. Sound is not coming, no? Stop sharing. Sound is very important in this. Hare Krishna video. Sound is there. Hari Bol. You didn't see this. See, it's running very fast. Trying to go to the bill hole before this comes. Not able to. Okay, did you? Oh, sorry. Did you see that? How much
Yes, Mataji, we see.
it tried like anything? Is it possible? It withdrew. So, like that, we need to be tortoise. That is why Krishna has explained this through a tortoise, to Arjuna. Because with the first verse we saw mental concoction, isn't it? So, and one more same in the purport, you see, Srila Prabhupada gives another analogy. Are you able to see? Yes, here you see. Venomous serpent, like a snake. They want to act very loosely. Who? The senses. The senses are compared to venomous serpents. They want to act very loosely and without any restriction. The yogi or a devotee, who is the real yogi, who has, Krishna consciousness. We saw, no, Sthitadir Muni. So he must be very strong to control the serpents. Like it's like a snake. See, nobody can control snakes, right? Except the snake charmer. He has this, what do you call that? It's like a flute type, like he, what is it? When he, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes. Okay. Revealed scriptures. Some of them are do's and some of them are don'ts. Very, very important. In our ISKCON also there are some do's and don'ts. Who can tell me what are those do's and don'ts? Hare Krishna. What are the do's? What are the don'ts?
4 regulative principles we should
Hare
follow.
Hare. Yes. What are they, Mataji?
No gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no meat eating.
Haribo. Very nice, beautiful. Mataji, what they are associated with? We associate these things.
Four
Prabhupada, yes.
yugas.
Wonderful. Okay, can you also try the order so that you will come to know in Satya Yuga one leg went, Treta another went, and Dwapara another went. Now it is standing on one leg.
Yes, Satya Yuga, it is austerity. And Treta Yuga, it is temple worshipping. It is.
No, Mataji. Treta Yuga something different. You remember these 4 words, na? Tapa, Shaucham, Daya,
Satya. Yes.
Okay, so Treta Yuga, Shaucham. Shaucham is celibacy. Celibacy means what? No illicit.
Temple worship.
No illicit.
Yes.
Right?
No illicit. Yes.
No illicit. Treta Yuga, yes, temple worship, but there Daya factor. Tapa, Shaucham, Daya, Satyam. Satyam is for Kali Yuga, so Kali Yuga is standing only on one leg. Hari bol. Wonderful Mataji, Hari bol. Okay, these are the don'ts. Srila Prabhupada gave 4 regulative principles, don't. What are the do's Srila Prabhupada gave us?
Vaishnava Seva and
Hari bol.
that comes with Shraddha. Vaishnava Seva is one. And
bring all senses to serving the Lord.
Serve, okay, Hari bol. That is chanting also we can say, and that is temple program. He gave us the temple program, you remember? Serve your senses. Yesterday we saw Savemana Krishna Padara Vindur Vacham Sivaikunta Gunanu Varnane. You remember? Whose prayer is this? Savemana Krishna. I showed that also. I think 61 or somewhere that purport it was written. Ambrish Maharaj, okay? Ambrish Maharaj used to involve all his senses. See, senses cannot be idle. Senses have to be engaged. So that we will see in the verse 59. Vishamini Vartante. That time we will see. Now here, see, always do, okay, attached to the temple worship so that you can involve all your senses in the service of Krishna and Vaishnavas. And always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Satatam smaratavya Vishnu satatam vismaratavya jana chatu chet. Srila Prabhupada always used to tell. Always remember Vishnu, Krishna, never forget Krishna. Then chanting, he had given this chanting. Because chanting purifies our heart. Today we started with the purification of heart. For all us to become a Sthitadir Muni, we have to first purify our heart. This chanting only purifies our heart. Okay? Then, as Mataji said, Vaishnava Seva, Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu, 3 years. Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, and Shastra. Okay? So Prabhupada has given all these things. So like how the snake charmer controls the snake, that venomous snake can bite us any sense objects are so attractive, so dangerous. It attracts how many people have fallen down, as I told Shaubari Muni. For thousands of years, he was sitting on the bed of the river, and full hair started coming on his body. He just, when he opened his eyes after such a long meditation, tapa, he saw 2 fish mating. That's it. He came out, he forgot all his austerity, he fell down, he went to that king to marry one person, and the king said, seeing his, he was so scared to see him. He said, okay, you come, I have given the liberty to my daughters, let them select you. And Shaubari Muni, they all are the elevated yogis, right? So he knew his tantra. What is that? What is it coming? Preparing for live stream? Is somebody else trying something? Hare Krishna. Suddenly something is coming, I don't know. We are live, right? Okay. And here, Shaubari Muni also 40 expansion he took. He was living with 40 girls. And one girl his father once went to see them. How are they, 40 people, how they are managing my daughter. He went to the first girl. And he saw her so happy and everything she has got, all the luxury. She asked, how are you? She said, I am the happiest in this world, but only one, dukkha, what I have is, he is always spending the time with me only. I keep telling to go to my other sisters, but he says, they will be taken care, don't worry. That's only sadness I have. And even to the second, she also says the same like that. So that means he has expanded. Okay, leave that. Shaubari Muni, Vishwamitra, so many stories are there, right? So they all can fall down any moment. The beautiful verse came. As I told, all of you repeat this verse after me. You can even open your audio also. You can unmute and tell. But please, by heart this. Very nice verse. Vishaya vinivartante.
Vishaya vinirvartante.
Niharasya dehinaha. Niraharasya dehinaha.
Niraharasya dehinah.
Rasavarjam rasopyasya.
Rasavarjam rasopyasya.
Param drishtva nivartate.
Param drushtvatva nivartate.
Yes. Vishayami nivartante niraharasya deginaha rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. Param drishtva nivartate. That is the highlight of this. That is by engaging ourselves in a higher taste. Higher taste means what? All this material taste, I want this big building, palace. Obviously, if a person has been living in a hut, if he gets a palace or if he gets a bigger house, he will enjoy that. But that is not the ultimate. One who was going in a bicycle, who was using it, when he gets a car, he will be, definitely it's a higher taste for him, is it not? But what is a permanent higher taste? Permanent higher taste is going to Krishna, abode, Krishna's Dhamma, abode, right? So that means the embodied soul, the soul, the soul which is embodied in this body, deha. That's why we said, how does he sit? We said, no. What is the meaning of how do they sit? Sitta prajna ka kabasha. So there he asked, how do they sit? Sit means how do they control their senses? That is what the meaning of sitting. Walking means whether they are isolated and in which company they are in, okay? So though the embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, we said they may be, but if the heart is not purified, see, restricting the sense object is not that easy, we saw. Even Vishwamitra was hearing, Vishwamitra, that Menaka who was sent by Indra, he did not open his eyes. He did not see her. He only heard. She was dancing. He only heard. her that, anklets sound. That is why we say this hearing, Shruti mantra, Vedas are Shruti mantra. Hearing is very, 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 very strong hearing senses. Have you heard this? I forgot the verse. There is one beautiful verse. That verse says that in animals, some of the senses are very, very strong. We have learnt in our first level also. That is, elephant is for touch, deer is for hearing, bumblebee is for what do you call that? Light. It sees the light, it goes and sits on that, and it dies. Is it not? Minmine Puchi we call it as, which keeps blinking. That, the light attracts him, then means chakshu. His senses seeing. So similarly, elephant is touch. So if an elephant catcher, if they want to catch the elephant, they will dig a big hole, put one female elephant in that. Automatically, they can sense this touch, They will come running, and because of the female elephant is there, and they will fall into the pit. Deer is like melodious music. That is Shotram, ear, hearing. And similarly, that this one, fish. Fish is what? Fish is the smell, granum, the food. Food, once he puts the food wherever they are, they will come running. So same way, the honeybee, it tastes the nectar of the, what do you call, honey from the lotus, and they are immersing in the taste, and the sun sets and they die by that, because the lotus closes. But unfortunately, in human body, all the five senses are prominent. I was looking for that word. So in some animals, some senses are prominent, but in human, all the senses are prominent. That is why it is very, very difficult. So these senses cannot be controlled. Instead, what should we do? We should give nice food to these senses. Then their attention will be distracted. What is that? Keep chanting. Okay, hear that. Okay, go to the temple. Just now we saw Prabhupada has given this temple program. What is temple program? Starts at 4:30 in the morning. Mangalarti finishes immediately. Sishashakam. Then immediate Mangalarti, Tulasi Arti, Narsimarti, all come in that. Okay. Then after that we have Sishashakam. Then we tell the 10 offenses. Then we chant. Then the Shingararti comes, right? The Shingararti is so big. Govinda Hari Purusha Tamaham Bhajami. Beautiful, right? And when imagine in Mayapur, when the curtain opens, that experience nobody can describe in words, right? And they look like, Radha Govinda, Radha Madhavi is standing with Ashtasaki there in front of our eyes. So the eyes cannot be controlled from all the, like dirty posters, etc. So if we keep training our eyes to, enjoy this form of Radha Madhav, Radha Govinda in Mangalore, like that if we train, and even these posters and all, nothing can, no damn thing they can do. So similarly, when we hear also this bhajan, then immediately followed by Guru Puja. Guru Puja is over, morning Bhagavatam class is there. Then nice, that is Manasayog. See, nectar of instruction, the first verse, Srila Rupa Goswami has said this. Vacho Vegam, Manasa Vegam, Krodha Vegam, Jigva Vegam, Udara Vegam, Udara, Damodara, belly. Udara Vegam, Upastha Vegam, genitals. So all these things if we control, Vacho Vegam, Manasa, Krodha Vegam, Jigva Vegam, Udara, Upastha Vegam, Yetan Vegan, Vishageta Diraga, Sarvopiman, Prithvimsa Shishyat. A person who has controlled all these six senses, six of them, he is the eligible person. He has got the eligibility to create disciples, give initiation. No other person. Okay, so Srila Rupa Goswami has written. So when we engage our senses in these things, in this one very, very important thing, this, what is that? Jikhva, Udara, Upastha. Jihva, Udara, Upastha. What is the beauty of these three? I mean, beauty, no, highlighted point of these three. Jihva, Udara, and Upastha.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
There
Prabhu.
are 5 senses, right? But you said here 6 senses.
Including the mind, Manasavekam, I said, no, Prabhuji.
Acha. Okay,
Okay.
for Jiva it is taste. As you told just.
Now
the-
another question I asked. I
Okay.
asked, out of all the 6 senses, 3 senses, there is a beauty or there is a highlighted point for three. What are they? Jihva, Udara, and Upastha. That means tongue, belly, and the genitals. What is the highlight of these 3?
There are three main senses, Mataji.
Why are they? Why are they 3 main we are saying? What is the reason? There is one
Because-
small scientific
Because
reason.
we
is there.
satisfy with the senses, we oftenly use the senses.
Other senses also are satisfied, Prabhu, but these 3 especially. Okay, these senses are in the same line. Jihva, Udara, and Upastha, same line. So this is the culprit. This is the culprit. Vacho Veham, this only. Jihva Veham, taste. So this is 2 aspects. All others are 1. They are in the same line. So once we control this, all other senses will come in control. Okay, so this is, if a person who controls the taste buds as well as the vacho, the words once thrown cannot be picked up. We say no. So the tongue should be trained, chant. It will have no time for talking about the material things. That is, material things are known as prajalpa. What is prajalpa? One second. Atyagara, second verse. Atyagara prayasascha prajalpanyam agragaha janasangasya laulyam cha bhaktir vinashyati. Same Rupa Goswami, the second verse he says, all these 6 things will bring our bhakti down. What are they? Atyagara, eating more than what is required. Prajalpa, talking more than other than Krishna. Okay? So there are those 6 things, I will proceed. Hare Krishna. Okay, did you understand? Shall we go to the, what do you call? We will go to the slides. Okay,
Yes,
I
sir.
have completed it till 59. So tomorrow I will tell Prabhu to start with 60th. 60th is also again a wonderful verse there. Okay, anyway, Vishwamitra story and all he will tell. Okay, he did not fall down. We should not say Vishwamitra fell down. Okay, that anyway, Prabhuji will tell. Now we are going to the, yes, Hare Krishna. Are you able to see? Yesterday we finished in this. So we are continuing with that. Dukkeshwana Vignamanaka. That is okay. One more before we will go. So Arjuna asked the question. You remember what was the question? Sthita prajnaka kabasha. What is their characteristics? Samadhistasya keshavagam. He said, Sthita dheem kim prabhasheta. What are their characteristics? Kima asita. How do they sit? That means how do they respond to others' word, whether praise or condemn. Okay, and Brajeta Kim, how do they walk? Walk means in whose association they are. So if you tell, I will also come to their association, I will also follow the same thing. So Krishna is telling again same thing. Okay, one more, we are only revising it. Blessed Lord said, O Partha, when a man gives up all variety of sense desire, so giving up is not at all easy. Instead, param drishva nivartate. We have to enjoy our senses in the param drishva, higher level, higher taste. Yesterday I told, once you have enjoyed the taste of traveling in the third AC or second AC or first AC, going in the sleeper class will be very difficult. We might have traveled like anything in the sleeper class, but once we enjoy, it is not easy to go back because we have enjoyed the higher taste. Okay, so once you have enjoyed the higher taste of living in a big house or buying a big van, what do you call that, vanity car, latest car, all those things, coming down in the standard is very difficult. He told especially use this word because mental concoction. Arjuna was Arjuna was getting entangled in his mental concoction. He was thinking of satisfaction of the senses materially. So Krishna told this, okay? Hare Hare Krishna, what is happening? Yes. Dukeshvana Vignamanaga, Sukeshu Vigata Spragaga, Vita, Raga, Bhaya, Krodha. So one who is free from all these things are known as Sthita Dirmunil Uchyate. Yes, Sarvan Indriyan Vinasnekha Tatat Prapya Shubha Ashubha. Shubham and Ashubham. Nabhinandati Nadveshi, one who praises or one who condemns. Dveshti, Tasya Prajna Pradeshita, Nibandhanti, one who is attached, whether other person is praising about me or condemning me. All these things, if we see, then a person who is above all these things, who is not affected by all these things, he is the Sthita Dirmuni. Okay, and this one was a beautiful one. Kurmangani va. Kurma Avataram, we say, right? Tata is the Lord took Kurma Avatar in order to hold the Meru mountain, which the Asuras and Devatas churned it. Vasuki Kairai, that means the Vasuki snake was used as a rope to churn it, and Mantara mountain was, that they were churning the mountain. Why? In order to get the Amrita from the ocean. And although Mohini Avataram came, you remember, so that time the Devas were not able to hold the mountain, Meru mountain. It was so heavy for them. So the Lord took Tortoise Avatar and he rested the Meru mountain on him. And they got the Vasuki and they were churning. So that Kurmanganiva, be like a lion got, you saw the video, right? Nothing, and all the senses he was withdrawing and setting. Pratyahara stage. In Ashtanga Yoga, this stage is known as Pratyahara, sense control. Hare Krishna. Okay, again you see Indriyani Indridyapyesa. All the senses, not one sense, all 6 senses should be engaged in the service of the Lord. Here only Krishna Katha. That's why I told, if you remember, yesterday we read that whole verse, Savai Manaha Krishna, Ambrish Maharaj, in the 61st, 6-1, that verse, in the purport Krishna, Srila Prabhupada has written. This, like example, the granum, what is it, nose, should be used only to smell the Tulasi Malya, which was in the lotus feet of Supreme Personality of Godhead. This for Krishna Katha. Hands for Mandira Marjanam, to clean the temple. Feet is Mukunda Linga Alaya. Feet should be utilized only for going to the temple service, like that. Okay, Hare Krishna. So don't try to withdraw the senses. What is the underlying point? Don't tell the senses not to see. Ajamil also told, he saw the scene. He told, oh, don't see. But he was not able to control the senses. Sense objects are so attractive. Controlling the senses is not at all possible. Instead, Paramdrishva Nivartate, immediately if he had controlled his mind to bring the scene of the Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that means the senses are very difficult. If the senses are controlled, mind can be controlled. Please remember, sense objects are more the strongest. They only attract. So if we control our senses, that in the 2nd chapter only it will come. I think towards the end, Indriyan 54, somewhere it will come, the verse number. I'm not getting the verse. If I get the verse, I'll get the number also very fast. Indriya, leave it. That verse says, the sense objects are more stronger than the senses. Senses are more stronger than the mind. Mind is more stronger than the intelligence. And intelligence is more stronger than the soul. That is why whatever the soul tells us, that it wants to enjoy something, it is not controlled. We all go. Okay. So it's like, instead we should engage them in the Paramdrishva Nivartate for that higher purpose. So all the example, Vishwamitra, Menaka. Instead, you see these people. His hand is engaged in cleaning the temple. She is engaging in serving prasadam for the Lord. These two Prabhujis are engaged in eating the prasadam, that is Jikhva, control. She's eyes. Eyes are seeing the Lord Krishna's form and doing arati. Is it not? So like that we have to engage the senses. So the embodied soul, it should be the soul, ulta. Object, sense, organs should be in a position to control the object. Mind should be in a position to control the senses. So like that, if we go, then we will be able to control our all the senses. Taste for higher object, not taste for sense objects. Sense objects will remain. We can never overcome that. Instead, sense object wants to enjoy something. Redirect the senses in the Paramdrishtva Nivartate. Okay, that is very, very important. What is Paramdrishtva Nivartate? In Krishna consciousness. Okay. This is Prabhuji will do it tomorrow. 50, 60 onwards he will say. Here we'll see. This we have already seen, right? So that is the 5 horses are compared to the senses. And the ring, that ring comes no from all the horses. That is the mind. So that mind only has to be very stronger than the senses. If senses are stronger, one horse will go like this up, one horse will go like north, east, south, etc. If the mind is stronger, then the mind will be able to control the senses. So who should be able to? The person who is driving is the intelligence. Intelligence should be stronger than the mind. Wherever steering goes, we should not go. We should know how to, the driver should know how to control the steering. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yes, this is 60 onwards. Tomorrow Prabhu will do. I will inform you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Mataji for sharing the attendance once again. Every day Mataji is doing, service. What service? Ahaituki apratihata. Unmotivated. Krishna service. She is not motivated by anything. But see, for the pleasure of others, filling in the attendance form. Paramdrishtva nivartate. Hari bol. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you so much. Anybody have the doubt? Hare Krishna. So don't miss the class. Last, those important verses are there. 60, 61, till the end. Very, that verses I got it. Indriyartebhya priyam manaha. That, yes, what mistake I did was, it is in the 3rd chapter. That's why I didn't get it. Okay, Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhujis and Matajis, do you have any doubt in today's verse?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, in I think 57 in Vasudeva, who
Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha.
Who was after trying to get in their self to enlighten or self knowledge to understand.
Nothing about self. Self has gone. We have to come out of the self. One who has realized the real I is the soul, Prabhuji. We should not think for our senses. There I will tell you what it is. Vasudevam Sarvam Miti. That means Sarvam Si Krishnarpanamastu. I should see something and it does also. Okay, Krishna, for your pleasure I did. So Vasudevam Sarvamiti means Sarvam Si Krishnarpanamastu. That kind of mentality we can come only after so many births. That is what. You read 7.19. In that purpose, you will come to the same verse it is. Bhagunam Janma Namante. It will be easier, Prabhu. Otherwise, we'll discuss when we come to 7th chapter. Actually, you see now the beauty is, whenever we go to the higher level, it becomes a little difficult for us to understand, right? That is the beauty of Krishna, taking us from the lower level to higher level. Okay.
Yes,
so, slowly, gradually, we will grow, Prabhu. Don't worry.
Also, you one word you mentioned, Mataji, who the devotee always think for Krishna or Vasudeva.
Titadir Muni.
Yes. Also, what is the keyword you gave one? Keyword, Mataji. Highlighted word. I follow.
या तो परमदृष्ट्वा निवर्तते, otherwise Stitadir Muni, otherwise what do you call it, that perfected, the most perfected yogi, most perfected buddhi yogi.
No.
I might have said, you go to the recording, Prabhu. Exactly that place you go and catch the word and share with us.
Actually, yes,
also.
Mataji. I
Okay.
missed it. I think I joined late. I think I joined at 8 to
Playlist,
8.
Prabhuji.
Yeah, Mataji.
Okay. Ananya Mataji, what happened to those souls who get died in very young age and also doing the don'ts that was given by the Prabhupada? Mataji, for that only they had come. See, people take birth for the unsatiated desire in their heart. So this might have been. So what they will do? They will keep on enjoying. Don't worry. They will enjoy. That's what they want. Let them enjoy. But finally, Karma Yogi, Jnana Yogi, all these yogis, one day or the other, they will come to the conclusion, culmination of Bhakti Yoga. Automatically they will come. But it takes lot of time, Krishna says. But Bhakti Yoga is that elevator. One switch, you reach directly to Krishna Loka. Our objective here should be reading this Bhagavad Gita is increase our chanting. What benefit I will get, don't even think about it. Okay? And don't even think why other souls are suffering. We can think, but instead of thinking why they are suffering, 1 minute, Prabhuji, one day why they are suffering, instead, what we should do, how can I bring them nearer to Krishna? Like that we have to think. Okay? Yes, Ananya Mataji, did I answer your question? You think how I can help that soul to come near? That is a real ahimsa. Ahimsa is what? Non-violence is what? Bring the other souls nearer to Krishna by giving them Krishna prema. Okay, Mataji? Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. Continue. You were saying something? No.
Yes, Mataji. I will go through the video, Mataji.
Yes, okay.
I
Hare
joined
Krishna.
today a little late due to power cut Wi-Fi.
I will today only I will share. Right now I will share.
Also,
Prabhuji.
Mataji, please,